Big win, though. Big win. You gotta love the big wins, especially against teams like Seattle, just because it's like, it's no disrespect, but you want to make sure you win those, right? Not because of the town or the roster even, just they're not having a good season, obviously, so, you know, you just want to get in, get your win, get out, try not to get too many people hurt in the process, and if you can do that, it's a success, right? So, the big question is, how much better did they play tonight? Right? How much better did they play tonight? Did they play a lot better defensively? Did they play a lot better offensively in the past couple nights compared to the past couple nights? Did Campbell finally have a good game again, like an all-star level Campbell level game again? What do you think happened there? Right? Because here's the thing. Whatever your answer just was then, unless it was, I don't know. Then you could be wrong there, man. You know what I mean? I think playing a team like Seattle means it's far too inconclusive to know what they've done right and what they didn't do right. This is a game that you don't even really want to criticize or break down or even just kind of like go over game tape, to be honest. Just, this is one you just kind of, you know, yep, okay, we got it back. We're good again. That's only 2 losses in a row. We're back to winning again, and just kind of don't break it down too much, because I think if you break down tonight's game too much, there's going to be lots of things that you might have missed that really weren't so good, right? But do they really matter? Right? MVP knows what I'm talking about, right? Listen, wins like tonight, you take them and go, because if you look, you're probably going to see a lot of the same defensive stuff that they did wrong in the past couple of games. Only tonight it went their way. Now, however, there was some standing out that happened on defense tonight, right? It doesn't always have to be from a defenseman either. It can be from a forward and things like that. But one of the things that I definitely saw Jake Muzzin do was straight up just chuck somebody into the post or like right past the net or something like that. He didn't wait to find out if he was going to get the pass. He tied that guy up cleanly. No call on the play. And straight up, even if there was, sometimes you take the 2 minutes. If it's going to be a goal, you take the 2 minutes, right? So, yeah, I did see improvements from the defense, right? From the team's defense, I should say, sorry. I did see lots of stick tying up, forcing guys out. So, in that regard, if we're counting things like that as success, right, as improvements, then yes, 100%. Lots of improvements tonight defensively and offensively too. Just getting the right kind of chances and stuff. But it's the Seattle Kraken. So a game like tonight, if you win it, no matter how good you win it, you should always be humble about a win like tonight. They are a struggling team, and just because you won it doesn't mean you fixed nothing yet. All right? Doesn't mean Campbell played any better. It's against the Kraken. Doesn't mean the boys did a better job of controlling the play. It's against the Kraken. Even though they might have outmuscled people, it's against the Kraken. Right? So that's why I say, if your answer to the question was of did they play any better tonight was yes or no. I wouldn't even say no either. I cannot say no. I cannot say they didn't play any better than last night or the night before. They did too many things right that I was able to notice tonight that I did not see those past couple games. Right? But the question is that because they did it right and can do it right every night? Or is it because it was against the Kraken, where things might have been a little slower and they were able to think a little slower and still get away with it? I don't know. And I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to talk about that for the sake of talking about the episode here, talking about the review of what happened. If we're going to be honest, the game is inconclusive, even with a win like that. Don't get your hopes up too high that things have improved, but also don't overthink it. Take the win and let's move right back along, right? That's what the Leafs do. They lose a couple and then they go right back on another 3, 4, 5 game win streak. These guys are incredible. I'm telling you, this is an awesome season to watch, and it's because of stuff like this. This is why I love the Leafs right now, the past few years. What, you lose a couple games? That's the only drama you have, and then it's right back to picking up another win? You know what I mean? Like, it's been some good seasons. I'm not saying anything about the future right now, but at least up to this point, that's what they've been doing. Long stretches of wins, a little bit of drama, and then right back to getting it done. So I don't care. You know what I mean? You know? That's what you got to do if you're them. While I was sitting here freaking out about the audience not understanding defense, trust me when I say NHL players, NHL coaches, NHL teams, they understand defense better than you or I, right? Sometimes they just don't prioritize that when we think they should, right? They focus too much on getting goals instead of getting defense, or vice versa. We've seen passive teams in sports lots of times, right? So you don't overthink it. That's all. That's all. I'm not going to break it down super tonight. I'm not going to have a whole long rant. This is not a rant one. Either way, good or bad. Keep it cool. Right back to business as usual, right? That's what the Leafs need to be thinking. So let's be thinking it too. You know what I mean? We're the fans. We get to play it cool now for the next couple of days, right? Oh, yeah. Things are good because there's a win. But we're not too impressed, and we're not too, I shouldn't say not impressed. I'm always impressed. I'm always impressed with a win. But, we're not going to get too big-headed about it, right? We're just used to this, guys. Don't you understand? We're Leafs fans now. We're Leafs fans now. This is what it means to be a Leafs fan now. Why are you worried, right? We got the win back, just like always. That's the new Leafs pattern, right? And guys like Marner and stuff getting those points. You got a nice three against them, I think it was tonight. Like, you take them while you can get them. That final goal, that little back pass, that little drop, you know what I mean? That's something that, like, you kind of don't want to see as a coach, but I always have a rule with players. If it works, as a coach, can't say anything about it, man. It worked. It worked. You look at them and you go, you're lucky it worked, right? And then you give them a little like, yeah, good job, good job. Good thing you didn't listen to me. Good thing you did the showboaty thing kind of thing, or the I shouldn't say showboating. It was just smart, but it was a risk. The higher risk thing of not getting your shot when you have it, but instead trying to drop back to an open man like that, it's riskier. So I wouldn't want to see it as a coach, but it worked. So as a coach, you give them the little nod, Overall, I'm pleased with the win. I wasn't that displeased with the losses. I really wasn't. You know what I mean? So hopefully, people like Papa Thrash here and stuff over in the UK just waking up watching this right now, right? That's how far this fan base spreads, by the way. We're all around the globe. Sorry if you're a Jets fan, you don't understand why we get all the coverage. We're worldwide, son. We're worldwide, okay? We're not in your little province. We're not across the country. We're worldwide when it comes to hockey, all right? And we're not the only ones, but we're one of them, son. All right? Sorry, Edmonton Oilers. You know what I mean? Maybe back in the day when you had Gretz going, but since then, don't act like anybody should really care about what's going on there worldwide, other than now the fact they got Connor McDavid. But trouble in paradise there too, right? Do you really want a lot of attention on Connor McDavid right now? I bet you don't. I bet you don't. So this is just a nice little win for us. Business as usual. It's good to be a Leafs fan. Am I right? So let's get into the chat, guys. What do you say? You guys still with me? Huh? If you're following along for the first time, I mean, I love it. Thank you for all the support and everything like that. You don't want to miss this stuff, man. You don't want to miss these after the game chats and stuff. So make sure you're following along, subscribing along, watching the YouTube clips after, joining me on Instagram, all that stuff, okay? There's just nothing but things that you can do to connect with the trubeleafer and have an effect on what goes on here, all right? Have your voice heard. And right now, we're going to have those voices, right? So let's get into that part, okay? And, let's see what you guys have been saying in the chat. It's my favorite part of the show. All right, let's go.